The impact of DSSM on my life is that I have found a place of healing and restoration for my soul. Just learning when I discovered what it meant to honor people, it changed my life. This environment that honored me tore down walls that they had no idea about and still don't have an idea about. And it caused me to just run to this light. And I found so much of myself, the peace, the acceptance of where I am, and I don't have to do anything or my past dreams or ambitions. I can lay them to rest knowing that God is just interested in me, and that in showing me that love, I'm able to honor everyone that I meet. And that's something different, because there were people who got on my nerve, to find a better word for it, or I thought they were kind of weird. But he showed me to look at that person and then look at yourself. How can you make this person feel honored by me and accepted by me as you do right now?
The most surprising thing I've learned is the fact that I did not have it all figured out as far as knowing who God is and who I am in God. DSSM has just opened up doors in my heart that I didn't even know existed. There were parts of myself that I just thought that I had gotten rid of and didn't realize they needed to be broken off. And now that they have been broken off, I now know exactly who I am in Christ, and I know exactly how He sees me, and that makes me a positive impact in the supernatural world. Without DSSM, I would never would have figured that out.
How does God see you, Rachel?
It seems like it's it's overwhelming, but like it's just so full of love, and it's so pure and just joyful. Like I smile all of the time now, and when stuff goes wrong, I'm like, so what? You know, God's got it all figured out. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And so I just roll with the punches. Before DSSM, I would freak out about everything, and now I don't. And because of the fact that of that trust and that love that I've gained and that confidence that I've gained, it's opened doors for me financially, it's opened doors for me in my family, it's opened doors in my friendships, in myself, in my ministry, and a new job. You know, none of it would have happened without DSSM.
I think I was kind of a cocky know-it-all. And I finally had to recognize that that I really needed to start relying on other people. I had been so self-sufficient, and I am beginning to realize and continuing to realize and growing in the fact that I am better off when I am totally connected, not just with God, but with the entire community. It all began the very, very first week. Dan Deskin stood up, and he started talking about having intimate, very casual conversations with God every day, and it was how relaxed it was. And I realized that I didn't have that. It was difficult for me, and I think I always had kind of a throne room concept, and you had to go before the throne, and it was all business. But he showed me that there was also a front porch, and that's where I could just go and hang out with the Father. And it is a front porch, and there's rocking chairs and coffee, and he comes, and we just sit and talk, or we just sit. But it's just time with Papa, and that's who he's become to me. He is Papa, and that is the beginning of the development of relationships, not just with him, but even discovering more of who I am and who the other people around me are. And it's just been an awesome way to start DSSM, and it's going to continue through the rest of my life.
I feel like that some of the things that I wouldn't talk about with other people spiritually, I actually had people that might have had similar or somewhat experiences, and it was nice to talk to people that understood some of the things that I had experienced or been through, and so that was a blessing. The bigger thing for me is that it's the love walk, and it was just multiplied 1,000 times over by people that either spoke into our lives or came alongside of us and encouraged us to, think outside the box. And thinking outside the box is a lot of DSSM, and it can stretch you. If you come with a little mindset that, certain things that, you raise your hand, don't raise your hand, whatever, it is really a big deal to think outside the box and then to ask the Father, well, what do you say? And to sit and listen at his feet, to hear him say, well, this is how I really felt about it. And you'll go, wow, because you've had an encounter with the Father. And you don't see him as somebody that's a big, scary person. Not that I ever felt that I did, but some people see God as a scary person in the sky, going to get you for this or that. But he really is a loving Father who is waiting for you to come and sit at his feet and just say, think outside the box. Trust me. Go for it. Believe me. This is what I'm saying. This is how you do it. And at DSSM, I think that we have the freedom to, be outside that box and somebody say, well, this is, just go for it. Just go for it. And I think that's been a blessing, because too many times I think that in church, we put people in a box, or we judge them by their cover or what we see. And really, we have no clue, because we're not God and we can't see their heart. So to walk in love and to just have the freedom to learn and work through the stuff we carry, and so it's a great thing.
It's been a wonderful year, exceedingly abundantly.